Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're going to get started by just finding a comfortable seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, you can make your way there right now. And we're just going to start by warming up our neck, stretching out our neck a little bit here. So you can drop your chin all the way down towards your collarbone, letting your head be heavy. Just closing the eyes here and just starting to feel your breath. And if you would like to add your hands, you could clasp your hands behind your head and just help bring a little bit more length to the back of the neck. Just feeling a nice stretch here. And then nice and slowly, we're going to start to let our head roll over to the left side, the left ear. Feeling the stretch to the right side of the neck. Option 2, add that left hand to help bring a little more length. And just relaxing that right shoulder away from your ear. And slowly you can let your head fall back down towards your collarbone and let your head roll over to the right side. Feeling the length through the neck and maybe hanging onto your head with that right hand this time. And then gently start to let your head fall back down towards your collarbone. And using an inhale, you can lift that chin back up to a neutral place. Take a nice big shoulder roll here. So bring your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them all the way back and down. We're going to place our hands to our sides on our mat. And with an inhale, you're going to start to lift that left arm up and over, lengthening through the side body and reaching through the fingertips. Using your next inhale, you can start to lift yourself back up. Place that left hand down and inhale your right arm up and over. Lengthening through the side body. Reaching with those fingertips, feeling that stretch. And then using an inhale, start to lift yourself all the way back up, taking one more shoulder roll. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, roll them all the way back and down. We're going to start to move onto our hands and our knees, finding our tabletop position. So spread those fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, start to arch the back and gazing forward, lifting through the chest. As you exhale, round the spine, squeeze your belly button in and draw your chin towards your collarbone. Inhale, start to arch the back, looking forward or looking up. And exhale to round, pushing into the palms, opening up those shoulders. One more inhale. And exhale. With an inhale, start to come back to a flat back or neutral spine. Staying on your hands and your knees, we're going to extend our right leg behind us. So tuck those toes under and then place the ball of the foot on your mat. And then you can just encourage that heel to the back of the room. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards a little bit. Just feeling the stretch, the calf, the back of the leg, and the ankle. And slowly start to bring that right knee back in and extend the left leg, tucking those toes, placing the ball of the foot on the mat, feeling that calf. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards just a little bit. And starting to bring that left knee back in. We're going to tuck our toes underneath, and with a nice deep inhale and an exhale, lift the knees off the mat for our first downward facing dog. So take your dog for a little walk, bend one knee and straighten the other, and then switch sides, moving nice and slow here, still waking up the body. And just letting your head be relaxed here, softening through the shoulders, feeling your breath. And then using your next inhale, we're going to look to the top of our mat or towards our hands. And as you exhale, walk or step your feet all the way up, bringing your feet about hip width apart here. We're going to bend our knees and hang heavy. So let your head be really heavy. Your arms could dangle, or you could hang onto your elbows. But just starting to rock those hips side to side, folding forward. And if you have your elbows, you can start to release your hands back towards the mat. Stop rocking those hips if you're rocking those hips, finding center. And with an inhale, we're going to lift the chest, finding a half lift here. So your hands could come to your shins, lengthening through your spine. Keep those knees bent. Breathe, slightly gazing forward. Take one more inhale. And exhale, start to fall all the way back down, planting your hands and walking your feet back into your downward facing dog. So just a few more breaths here. Pedal those feet if that feels good, or maybe be nice and still in your downward dog. Just feeling the breath here. And then when you're ready for it, we're going to walk our big toes to touch. With an inhale, start to lift your right foot up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat and send that foot all the way through. We're going to drop our back knee, finding a lunge. So just take a second to stack that front knee over top of the front ankle. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reaching up, maybe looking up, spreading your fingers wide, sinking the hips down and forward, and just relaxing through the shoulders. And staying for just one more inhale. And exhale. Bring those hands back down to your mat. We're going to take this front foot and heel toe it over to the right side of our mat for lizard. So your hands are going to come to the inside of that foot. They're right underneath your shoulders. And then we're just going to raise the chest up here, shine the chest to the front of the room, looking forward as you drop those hips towards the mat. And from here, if you want a little bit extra, you could tuck the back toes and lift that knee off the mat, but still keeping those hips nice and low. And then maybe rocking just side to side here if that feels good for you. Starting to bring that knee back down. We're going to heel toe our foot back to the middle of our mat, plant our hands, and stepping into our downward facing dog. So just a few breaths here, pedal it out. Find that breath. Feel what you feel. And then bringing your big toes back together. Inhale, your left foot nice and high. And exhale, sending that foot through, dropping the back knee, stacking the front knee over the ankle, sinking the hips down and forward, and then lifting the chest and reaching up, maybe looking up, relaxing those shoulders, spreading the fingertips apart. Staying for one more inhale. And exhale. Lower the hands to the mat. Start to heel toe that front foot over to the left side. Bringing your hands to the inside of that foot. Finding your lizard, and as you drop those hips towards the mat, start to look forward, lift the chest, push into the palms. And if you wanted to add that little bit extra, you can tuck the back toes and pick the knee off the mat, but keeping those hips nice and low. Maybe rocking side to side just a little, just very small movements. And slowly bringing that knee back down. You can heel toe your foot back to the middle of your mat. Plant your hands, stepping into your downward facing dog. Taking just a moment to either pedal those feet or find stillness. Relaxing through the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And then using your next inhale to shift the weight forward into a plank. Into a plank. So option to drop to the knees or stay on the toes. We're going to take one more inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower all the way to the mat. So we're going to bring our feet out mat width apart here. Keeping your hands under your shoulders. Use an inhale. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down and hug your elbows into your sides. So you can stay low, or maybe you want to find a little bit more length. Just listening to your body, only go as far as feels good for you this morning. But just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to take one more inhale in our wide-legged cobra. And exhale. Start to drop the chest all the way back down. You can bring your legs back together. And then just pushing yourself up into your tabletop. Bring your knees in a little bit. Cross those ankles. Having a seat. Finding that comfortable seated position that we started the class in. Bringing your hands to your knees or your lap. We'll take one more shoulder roll together. Roll the shoulders up to the ears. All the way back and down. Awesome work this morning, you guys. I hope that you have a lovely day. Until next time, namaste.